They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy.
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, let's go. At their own 19-yard line.
Ready? 95-56. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 81 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23.
It's going to be a long slam, slam, slam. 32. Slam, slam, slam. Showing it, showing it. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Out, 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 out. Jim, Jim, Jim. 61. Matchbox light.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Alert! 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 Crunch! Crunch!
From the 24, Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Breeze. It's complete to Golden Tate. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. From the 24, Breeze. He's going to take a shot for the end, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jared Cook, his second touchdown on the season, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
40 got. 40 got. Hey, 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Let's go now. Let's go. 50-50. He's checking.
C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Go, run.
At the 45-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Ready. 280. Squeeze, double. 53. Ready. No, check that. Hey, orbit. You're not ready. 0. 32.
On 1st and 10, Stafford escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Switch up.
From the 50 at Stafford. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Omaha, ready, move.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Set. Go 20. I'm going to run you. Stay 50. Run you over. Check 3. Check. Omaha, ready, move.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. On 2nd down, Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready? You ready? Hey, Q.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, Barkley, and only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Breeze now to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Rosas' kick is good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Johnson. He'll have another 1st down and more. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Johnson with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Prater, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing now is Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a 1st down.
Ready? 95-56.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
No.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On 2nd and 15 now. Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing on second down, Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he goes out right around the 39. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before the break, Stafford. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They go to Johnson again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
Third and 2, Stafford. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And all this is taken in one hand, and what a catch. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On play action, now Breeze. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try to pound it in with Gallman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On the ground, it's Gallman again. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Rashawn Melvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Big 20. Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey, 4 down.
Zebra. Check 13. Check 13.
Kill.
White.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
You ready?
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Blue 60.
52's the mic. Watch the run. Share. Big edge. Check nickel. Pick the edge. Come. Watch the edge. Check 3. Check 15. Check 15.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back now at Ford Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Double right.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Kill.
Double right.
Kill.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Waiting. Hey, 54. Look at him. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Hey, Alpha.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Opposite.
Here's Breeze to throw. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Lions will take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Watch the twist.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford going to throw it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Breeze. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Man, I got you. Man.
Whoa. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm on.
Bree's going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. They come out here in the eye. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
Tighten up. Check your hot read. Switch. Middle. You got tight.
Now Stafford. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jesse James, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now.